Vastly experienced keeper in Ali Maxwell, a Scottish Cup winner with Motherwell. Skipper Owen Archdeacon began his career with Celtic. The man with by far the best name in the team, winger Kevin Twaddle, could cause a few problems if he's on top of his game. There's one notable absentee in striker Warren Hawke, who played in the English FA Cup final as a sub for Sunderland in 1992. He's out with a fractured cheekbone.
Well, nobody gives him any chance tonight, but Billy Stark will certainly have them organised. And central to his game plan tonight will be the performance of Twaddle here at McPherson. I know you're fed up hearing me talking about wide players, but Morton will try to get it into their feet as often and early as possible so they can get that reset and Mahi and that Celtic backline. Difficult night for Kevin Thomas up front on his own, but he will get as much support as possible from young Ross Matheson here, who wears number 9.
Well, at long last, Aussie striker Mark Viduka makes his full debut for Celtic. He's preferred to Harold Pratt back up front. Alan Stubbs returns after his move to Aston Villa broke down. That allows Vidar Risev to shift out of defence. Jackie McNamara is suffering from flu, and the skillful Slovakian Hubo Moravcik has a hamstring injury, although he would have been suspended for this tie anyway. Henrik Larsson has only failed to score in 2 of his last 17 games.
Yeah, the return of Alan Stubbs has to be a huge boost for Joseph Venglos. Stubbs, of course, as we know, one of the best long passers in the game, but he hasn't really had a target to hit so far. He has tonight. This man, Mark Viduka, comes in, and it wouldn't surprise me, given the type of cup tie that we expect tonight, to see the long ball. Stubbs hitting it long, and Larsson running off him on one side, and Burley trying to get forward to support as well. The long ball from Stubbs, I think, will feature a lot in this match tonight.
Well, what a night it is at this tiny, compact stadium. The record attendance at this ground was for a match against Celtic. Some 23,000, probably around half that amount in tonight. It's 18 years since Morton reached the Scottish Cup semis. Celtic are hoping to make the last 4 for the 5th successive season. It's a classic David and Goliath Cup contest. The minnows of Morton against the might of Celtic. Celtic are unbeaten in 11 matches. They've won 7 in a row, playing some fabulous football. It may seem like mission impossible for Morton, but they've only lost 1 of their last 11. And in cup football, there is no such thing as mission impossible. It's Kenny Clark, who also officiated in Celtic's 3rd round win over Airdrie. It's the famous Celtic huddle, and it's the Celtic away kit getting a rare outing. Well, yesterday, First Division Falkirk gave Rangers a scare at Ibrox. Celtic indeed were beaten by Falkirk in the semi-finals a couple of years ago, so they'll be aware of the possible pitfalls as they make the short trip from Glasgow to Greenock. No club has won the Scottish Cup more than Celtic, but they've only lifted the famous trophy once in the 1990s, and that's pretty poor for a club that's not just big, it's massive. Dr. Joe Venglos will be hoping that he can get his hands on some silverware this season. Here's the giant Swede Johan Mjällby. Matti Blinker has been playing in central midfield. It's given away though. And Kevin Twaddle, lovely pass. Twaddle with a cross. All the way across, but an early scare for Celtic.
Yeah, it certainly was. It was all down to Harry Curran, the way he managed to press Reggie Blinker, and it was a great ball through to Twaddle. An early scare for Celtic, an early warning, and here they go again.
And it's Twaddle once more. Thomas is in the middle. It won't reach him. Stubbs ensures that and decides to belt it into the stands.
Yeah, look at this pass inside Mahi there, a delightful ball for Twaddle, and so is that across the face of the goal. No takers at the back post, but it's exactly the start that Billy Stark would have wanted here tonight.
Here, Larsson, holding down. Risev got him round the back as Viduka flicked it on.
Yeah, good movement up front there from Celtic. Viduka's just come into the side for his first start tonight there, but he runs well off Larsson there. Reset, I think, was just offside when the ball was played, but doesn't give the benefit of the decision.
Has been playing in the back 3 lately, Vidar Risev. thick of the action already, and he will be one of the men hoping to get on the end of this Reggie Blinker corner. And there's another who wouldn't mind making contact either. Blinker's corner, and Mjalby's header came off the post, I think, and it's cleared out of touch by Thomas.
Well, that's a problem Morton are going to have tonight, because they've got Viduka there. Stubbs went up as well, and Mjalby's one of the best in the business in the air. It's a glancing header, but there's enough on it to beat Ali Maxwell. And Morton get a good break early in this match.
Here is reset. Kevin Thomas does well to win it back, and a little bit of argy-bargy between Thomas and reset. Explosive start to this cup time. It's a yellow card for reset.
Yeah, it's not like reset to get involved. Very, very placid lad. But this is going to be the kind of night it is down here at Cappielow. I think even this early in the match, some of the foreign lads, it's perhaps a bit of a culture shock for them. And it's a handbags case, isn't it? There's not a great deal in it, but I don't think Kenny Clark had any choice but to produce a card.
Well, that means that Vidar Reset will miss the semi-final should Celtic advance, because he was booked earlier in the competition against Airdrie. So Reset won't be able to play in the semi-final if Celtic make it. Well, that was a lovely turn by Matheson. Thomas, Kevin Twaddle, but there's nobody there. Not for Morton anyway. McKinley, who's replaced the injured Mahi. And it's Kevin Thomas, former Hearts man. He damaged his knee ligaments in a Scottish Cup quarter-final 4 years ago and was out of the game for 18 months. Viduka trying to get the better of Derek Anderson, who has got the free kick.
Well, nobody getting any time on the ball at all. Difficult place to make your first start, I'll tell you, Cappielow here in Greenock.
Stubbs with a free kick, aimed towards Viduka. Away by Derek Anderson, but here is Viduka. Oh, lovely turn, Viduka! That is wonderful! From Mark Viduka! It's payback time to the Celtic fans!
Well, he's entitled to enjoy it. It's a fabulous goal from Viduka. You don't expect that kind of footwork and control from a man of his size. It's an exceptional piece of football. The body strength to hold off the challenge, first of all. And the finish with the outside of the right foot. Ali Maxwell left with no chance at all. Great spin and turn here. And that's a quality finish with the outside of the right foot. It's the body strength to hold off Derek Anderson that made the space in the first place. And Ali Maxwell left exposed.
Here's reset. A storming start for Celtic and for Mark Viduka on his full debut. Well, the transfer saga was a very long drawn-out affair, but he's here now and he's showing us what he can do.
Well, Anderson was in the right position here, but he just wasn't expecting Viduka to spin so quickly, and that's what opened the space up. That's a fine finish. What he needed tonight, an early goal to Celtic.
Lambert and Stubbs got in each other's way, but Stubbs still managed to find Blinker. Here's Burley, he's going to go for goal! And it flashes just wide from Craig Burley, who scored in 2 games since his return.
Well, he's allowed too much space here. And he's always looking to get a shot in from this range, Craig Burley. Derek Anderson doesn't close him down. Doesn't get to him, doesn't close him down, and that's why Burley fancied the shot.
Maxwell. Here's Twaddle, and he's gone past Stubbs. And the early cross, oh, and just as Matheson looked like he might get in there, it was cleared by Boyd. Viduka, stray pass. It was shanked somewhat. Anderson. Lambert feeding McKinley. Now Viduka. Corner.
Up to Kevin Thomas.
Viduka. Saw Blinker a little short. Twaddle. Kept it in. Matheson wasn't quite expecting it to come to him. Foul by Burley.
Great play there by Kevin Twaddle out the right wing here. And there's no complaints here from Craig Burley.
Lambert. Boyd again. Slips it through to Burley. And it was dug out by Derek Anderson, but it's going to come back in, I think. Here's Boyd. Goes for the far corner and wasn't far away.
Well, he doesn't score many, but he certainly isn't far away there. It's on his left side as well. Just checks inside. Only one thing in his mind, to bend it into the far corner. That's a good effort from Tom Boyd. Ali Maxwell had no chance there, scrambling across his goal.
Four of them. They lead here through Mark Viduka's first goal for the club. Here he is. Reset. Larson out to his right. Archdeacon is in the way. Stubbs. John Anderson finding Owen Archdeacon. Harry Curran. And Larson's going to take it off the toes of Fenwick. Here's Viduka. Delicate little touch through, looking for Larson, but Derek Anderson saw it coming. Blinker. Turns away from Aitken. Celtic excursion tonight. 6 of their last 7 games have been at home. McKinley for reset. Viduka is there with him. Viduka past Archdeacon. Oh, it's off the post and back into the keeper's hands. And Viduka nearly scored a spectacular second.
Well, it's well worked here. Great layoff by Reset here to put him in. And he hits this well. It's right across Ali Maxwell. And he's desperately unlucky there. Great play by Reset to hold it up. Viduka in the clear. And Ali Maxwell enjoyed a bit of good fortune there. A lot shorter for the midfield players.
Celtic have reached the semi-finals. I'll tell you about that in a moment, because Thomas has found Twaddle. Their best hope. Twaddle with a decent cross. And it's steered behind by Paul Lambert for a corner.
Well, the cross is a good ball, does it not? Albert doesn't close him down quickly. What a cross that is. Jonathan Gould can do nothing about that. And once again, Celtic will...
Well, Craig Burley, former Chelsea man, will no doubt be watching with great interest on Wednesday night. Sky Sports 2 at 7 o'clock. It's the replay in the FA Cup. Chelsea against Manchester United at Stamford Bridge. Here in the Scottish Cup, Morton are on the prowl with Owen Archdeacon. Oh, and he's found Matheson. Comes back to John Anderson. McPherson looking to take on Reset. Larson. Morton's throw. Henrik Larsson, Sweden's Player of the Year, Scotland's Sports Personality of the Year. And in with a fairly decent chance of being named Scotland's Player of the Year. Harry Curran now. McPherson. Here's Archdeacon. Blocked by Reset, but maybe another chance. McPherson. Archdeacon again. Threading it through for Kevin Thomas. Gould came and didn't get there. Celtic not really digging it out, but Harry Curran volleys it of the stand.
Yeah, Celtic opened up by the ball from Archdeacon here. It's a good forward run. Mjällby played him onside. And they had Mjällby to thank in the end, but Morton did well to open Celtic up there.
Curran's throw. There was half a shout of some pushing and shoving going on.
Yeah, Twaddle just bullied out a bit there by Mjällby and Stubbs. And Celtic have more physical presence in the side now than they've had for years.
Blinker. That's a lovely pass to Henrik Larsson. Larsson and Maxwell pushed it away for the corner.
Good effort from Henrik Larsson, and he had support. Burley made a great run on his outside here to his right side. Burley makes up 30-40 yards. Larsson decides to go onto his left side. It's a good effort and a good save from Ali Maxwell once again.
An equaliser now, and this tie would be sizzling even more. Celtic with the aerial advantage that time. Larsson. Viduka on to Burley. Morton split open here. It's Craig Burley. It's wide.
Well, he knows he should have done better, and he deserved better, because once again it's a magnificent midfield run from Craig Burley. Clearly getting the match fitness back now. Takes his time, measures it and drags it wide of the target, but it must be reassuring for Joseph Venglos to see Burley in this kind of form, prepared to get forward ahead of the front players.
The third round to be booked. Lambert. Stubbs. And it's half-time at Cappielow. Celtic got off to a perfect start with a moment the Celtic fans thought they might not see some time ago. A goal from Mark Viduka. And what a goal. Viduka showing some silky skills here. Tremendous turn. Fantastic finish. Beaten in 11 games. Morton have lost just once in 11. There's little doubt that they have a mountain to climb here, but with just that single goal in it, you never know in cup football.
They've also shown they can give Celtic problems. It's not as if they're 1-0 down without having created anything. Twaddle's put in some great supply from the right, but they just had nobody on that back post. But I think Billy Stark will be reasonably encouraged with what he saw in that first half.
It's Celtic then, giving their away kit a rare outing, who start the second half. Fenwick's clearance, snapped up by Lambert. Tosh McKinley, an early sub for Stefan Mahi, who'll be out for a few weeks with a pulled muscle. Just eluded Kevin Thomas. Here by Stubbs, heading straight up in the air by Blinker. Foul by Lambert. Here's Twaddle, the man who really could make things happen for Morton. Finds Curran with a free kick given, taken quickly. Twaddle again. Sold his man, decent cross, away by Reset. Viduka. It'll be a Celtic throw. 13th time these teams have actually met in the Scottish Cup. Morton's only victory over Celtic came in 1948. Semi-final that year, but they lost the final to Rangers. Derek Anderson's header. John Anderson's header. Stubbs on the end of that one. Curran. John Anderson. Aitken. Good movement this by Morton. Twaddle. One pass reset, Thomas's header is collected by Jonathan Gould. But what a great chance.
Great move there. Twaddle skins Viduka. It's a good early ball again. Plenty of pace on it, and Thomas does well to get on the end of it.
Have a look at that, because Henrik Larsson in no time was quickly threatening at the other end.
Well, you see the frustration on Kevin Thomas's face. That's great wide play again from Kevin Twaddle. He's had a superb night.
His point. Draw for the semi-finals, open the door to the possibility of an Old Firm final. But there are a few other teams who might have something to say about that yet.
Yeah, here it is again. Viduka tries to close him down, and Twaddle's too quick for him there on the outside. That's a great delivery. It's a very dangerous area. Jonathan Gould had his angles right.
Billy Stark said earlier in the week that if Kevin Twaddle gets going, he will cause problems for Celtic. He has whipped in some cracking crosses. Here's John Anderson. Twaddle. Thomas. It was neatly on. And it's going to come over to McPherson here. Blocked by Boyd, but great cut-tie tackle.
Well, look at Craig McPherson on the near side here. He has to get himself into the back post area here, and he doesn't quite make up the ground. And that's been Morton's problem. They've had some great service in from the right-hand side, but
certainly their fans are starting to believe something is very possible here. Bearing in mind the start they've made to the second half. They've got a free kick. I don't think Mjolby thought it was one.
I think he gives away too many at times. He just pushes Kevin Thomas here. He's giving away a free kick in a dangerous position.
Position made for Twaddle, or perhaps for the left foot. Yes, it will be the left foot of McPherson. McPherson sent it in, and Gould fisted it away for the corner.
That's a good delivery. Jonathan Gould, I think, comes to catch it first of all, realises he's under it, and then eventually has to get a glove to pot away. Good delivery though from Craig McPherson.
Twaddle will send the corner in, and it might drop here, but Aiken snuffed out. And a scuffed cross, but Morton putting the pressure on again.
As the ball breaks here, Stubbs and Blinker do well to close it down. Chance there for Aiken to get a shot on target, but Blinker and Stubbs did well to react quickly. Good delivery from Twaddle to try and put him in. But encouraging for Billy Stark that Ross Matheson is in a position now to get forward. They're pushed up, they're solid now, there's no gap between the midfield and Kevin Thomas. And they're holding the shape well so far, Morton.
Oh, the back header was short, and Henrik Larsson punishes them, and Celtic are 2-0 up. You can't afford that sort of mistake. Paul Fennick realises as much.
So Billy Stark will be disappointed that Celtic really didn't have to work for this. Larsson anticipates the back header. Great reactions. Paul Fennick trying to find the goalkeeper. Typical Larsson. He's always looking to get into those areas. Ali Maxwell fully committed, and it's a little dink over him. That's a tragedy for Morton to give away a goal at this stage, because they were very much in this cup tie. Played well tonight. It just gets a little bit slack, lapse in concentration, and Larsson's toe poke does the rest.
Well, Henrik Larsson with his 33rd of the season, his 52nd for Celtic in 85 games. Not bad. Has now scored incidentally in 16 of the last 18 games he's played in. But here's Twaddle and Matheson. Oh, and Jonathan Gould kept it out, and there were plenty of Celtic bodies around him. Archdeacon John Anderson didn't. It'll be a goal kick. And
yeah, I think they were both at it here. I think Kenny Clark could have tossed the coin. Final nudge from Thomas, but the earlier damage had come from Alan Stubbs.
It'll be that trusty right foot, though, belonging to Kevin Twaddle, to send this free kick in. One of his better ones, nearly came from McPherson. Archdeacon. McPherson. And he got his cross in, and Thomas back for Curran, he must score surely, and somehow Gould has smothered it. John Anderson unable to get a touch, and Celtic survive.
Well, they really must have thought they were going to score here. Good ball into the back post. Jonathan Gould going across to his back post. And it's Craig Burley who's back to make a very, very important block on the goal line. Headed back across goal. And there's Burley.
Throw. Thomas, that's lovely. For Twaddle, two men in the middle. It doesn't reach them, Lambert ensured as much, but here's Curran. Charged down, handball claims, nothing given. Blinker, meantime, looking to put Larsson away. Oh, and Larsson, as Derek Anderson stumbled, and so did Larsson. Well, it's really fizzing, this cup tie.
Yeah, I think Morton know they have to go for broke now. It's going to be end-to-end stuff.
Helped rather moderately on by Larsson that time. Stubbs his powerful header. Reset in ahead of McPherson. Reset. That's one way of getting across him.
Well, Lambert's hands are up, there's no doubt about that, but it's all down to intent there. He's entitled to say his hands are up to protect his face.
Maybe a bit of a let-off for Lambert. Confirmation of Derek Anderson's yellow card. That foul on Viduka. Flicked on by John Anderson. Burley. Viduka. Each of a pass. Reggie Blinker. Blinker going it alone, and Maxwell had to hold on to that because Viduka was lurking.
He did well, Blinker. Perhaps doesn't do this often enough. Drops the shoulder, goes on the outside. It's a decent shot as well.
Celtic heading for an 8th win on the spin. McKinley's corner. Away by Archdeacon. McKinley survived the challenge of Aitken, but corner.
Well, Stephen Aitken clearly doesn't agree. I think Kenny Clark's right, though.
Larsson gives it back to McKinley, and Reset's header straight at Maxwell.
One of the things that runs into the box very well, Reset. He scored a few from this position this season, and he's no slouch in the air either. He gets up well here. Not good enough power.
Yes, he's got the free kick and a booking. Kevin Thomas. Passed into by Mjällby. Tackles really are flying in now. And Mjällby is going to get a yellow card, which means that he will miss the semi-final, as will Vidar Reset.
Well, it's been coming for the last 10-15 minutes. Been giving them away consistently. He's had one word after another from Kenny Clark. I don't know how many chances he expected.
In it comes from Twaddle. McPherson straight across. John Anderson, and it's touched in. And Morton are back in the game, but the flag is up, and it won't count. Derek Anderson's touch. It's not going to count. The flag is up for offside.
Very early flag as well. Celtic under pressure. It was a good ball into the box. McPherson, I think, miscues that. As it comes in, it's very, very tight as Anderson goes forward. But the flag was up early.
Celtic, meantime, have got a free kick right on the edge of the area as Larsson was felled. It really is swinging from one end to the other. And Lambert stand over the free kick. Viduka just to their left. Blinker comes to have a look as well. Craig Burley now to their left. Take your pick. It's going to be Reggie Blinker, and it cannoned off the wall and was then turned wide by Viduka. Lambert, excluding neutral venues, Celtic have only lost 4 of their last 23 away ties in the Scottish Cup. Burley, McKinley, and Blinker. He's away from Aitken here, and he pulls it back for Larsson. Oh, Larsson! Oh, and it's cannoned in off. Viduka has it. Celtic have a third, and the front two appear to combine to perfection.
Yeah, it's a great touch by Larsson as the ball comes in from Blinker here. He pulls it back. Larsson lets it come across him here. A little bit of hesitation. Cannons off Viduka's heel, and it's his night after all, isn't it? Great play by Larsson, though, to skin Anderson as he dived in. And Viduka gets a nice break of the ball, but look at Larsson here. Anderson sells himself. Viduka gets the credit.
Well, I'm sure they've been working on that one in training. Not. Viduka will claim it. Mind you, Larsson does have enough. 33 goals for the Swede. Brave fight from Morton tonight. But now they will want to keep an air of respectability about matters. Burley's cross. Aitken. It's one of the play. And Celtic, or rather Morton, are going to make a change. And they're going to bring on Keith Wright. And they're taking off Kevin Twaddle.
Yeah, tired looking Kevin Twaddle, but he did his part early in the match. All he would have been asked to do before this match was to try and get some decent supply into that 6-yard box, and he did that. Sadly, there were no takers.
Fenwick's lob. Wright gets his first touch. Here's Thomas. And Johan Mjalby is sent off. Second bookable offence as he crashed in, as he has been doing most of the night, and it's a red card for Mjalby.
Well, he's been clumsy all night. This has been coming. That's crazy. I really don't understand. He's an international player. He's experienced. He has a yellow card. I don't know what that's all about, but Joseph Venglos has to have a word with this man.
Well, it's a lost cause for Morton now. But they will continue in search of a consolation here. What a turning point his second goal was. Aitken. This is John Anderson. Celtic were rather keen on keeping a clean sheet, mind you. McPherson, snuffed out by Craig Burley, corner.
Yeah, Burley putting himself about again. He's had a good evening. Hasn't appeared in the opposing box too often in the second half, but the fitness is coming slowly but surely.
McPherson. Jonathan Gould claimed it as it was viciously whipped in.
Yeah, it's a fine save. Has to react quickly here. Good header from Keith Wright. And Gould did well not to spill it.
Celtic heading through to the semi-finals for the 5th successive season. John Anderson losing that particular battle with Burley, who is then fouled by Aitken. It's going to fall favourably for Bratback. Larson now. Bratback and Blinker in the middle. And Larson went from the near post. Really caught out Ali Maxwell.
Yeah, deflection off Derek Anderson here that almost fooled Ali Maxwell. Just comes off Anderson, and Maxwell reacts well at his near post. Yeah, got up for perseverance. It's a fair old contest he's had with Alan Stubbs tonight.
The ball is going to be taken again. I think it will be a short one this time. McPherson swirls it in. Fenwick is in there. Oh, it's dropped back off the bar. And Anderson is in there. It's an almighty scramble. And Jonathan Gould felt there was a follow-through on him. That's the mother of all scrambles then.
Yeah, Celtic losing out in the aerial battle here. Comes back off the crossbar, and Jonathan Gould makes a great block here. Reds himself makes the block and wasn't happy with the attention he got after that. And he's under pressure there from Keith Wright. That's what he's complaining about. That's a superb block he makes.
Derek Anderson got a ticking off for his part in that. Here's Larson. Fenwick is with him. And man of the match time, David.
I'm going to surprise you and go for the man who slipped up at the second goal. I think Paul Fenwick's had a superb match tonight. And apart from that mistake, he hasn't put a foot wrong against the outstanding player in the country, Henrik Larsson.
The full-time whistle at Cappielow. Celtic through. Henrik Larsson on the score sheet again. Gifted a goal tonight. Mark Viduka with 2. They didn't have it all their own way though. Morton ensured that it would be a battle. Paul Fenwick, the man of the match, despite an error that allowed Henrik Larsson to score. But the first goal for Celtic was a sweet one. The moment they've been waiting some time for. Mark Viduka's first for the club. Then Fenwick's only mistake of the night, but what a costly one. Let in Henrik Larsson just at a time when Morton were having a really good spell. The third goal, Larsson, and it went in off the heel of Viduka via Archdeacon. It's not going to win goal of the season, that one, but it confirmed Celtic's place in the semi-finals of the Scottish Cup. Full time at Cappielow. Greenock Morton 0, Celtic 3.